Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got a play for you today out of my Carolina Panthers ebook. If you guys don't know, this is my favorite playbook. I've been using the Carolina Panthers going on 2 years now. I will eventually get tired of using it and move on to another playbook once I find a playbook that piques my interest. With the exception of the Saints, the Raiders. I mean, I use a lot of different books here and there, but my go-to is probably the Panthers, and it's because of plays like the one I'm going to show you today. The verticals is the first play. I showed it last year. It's a little bit different this year because this year it essentially beats every coverage. Last year it had some issues against certain coverages like cover 2 and whatnot, but we're going to start off, like I said, with the verticals. I'm going to show you how glitchy this is. EA actually tried to fix this. Let's go ahead and let's pick a cover 3 real quick just to prove a point. If you've been playing this game this year, you've noticed that if last year I put out this particular play, and I also put out the verticals out of the gun bunch, where you could basically, if it's a cover 3, you could throw it underneath really quick. You get a quick throw. Now you get an accurate quick throw every time, and essentially the ball either sails out of bounds or you get a really broken animation. I'm gonna try to do it until I get this broken animation. You can see you're gonna get an overthrow. You know what I mean? Like now they broke it to the point where you don't get those that won't work now. Now if because the cover 3 corner drops back, instead of fixing that, they went ahead and they broke the accuracy, so you'll pretty much get a bad throw every time. That's how glitchy this play was last year, but ultimately this play still really beats every coverage regardless, so I don't even need this quick throw. This was just like if I wait till he turns upfield, sometimes you have to wait to a point where he gets a better accuracy. Like I said, this play beats every defense, so I'm going to go defense to defense picking them to show you exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to start off with the cover 2, then we'll work our way back to cover 4 and man coverages. Before I start the video though, I just want to thank my new sponsors at MMOXP.com. If you guys are looking to buy some coins for your MUT team, you can do that there, and you can support me by supporting them and buying your coins through them. And make sure to use discount code MONEYSHOT so they know that you came from my site, from my channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. The reason that I moved over like this is because of this very same cover 2. Essentially, the motion's not going to change. The setup's not going to change. There really is no setup. All I have to do is motion Samuel out, which a lot of people will see that motion and they'll probably know it's coming based off of the play, off the formation, because I run this so much. But essentially, if you motion this out, it's not really going to give anything away. They're going to know what play's coming. They just won't be able to stop it anyway. So I motion him out. My reads are really simple. I'm pretty much going from right to left. If I'm running this against a formation where I don't know what the defense is, I'm going to start my reads at B. If he's open, I'm going to take it. Then I'm going to work my way into RB, and then I'm going to work my way into A, and then I'm going to work my way to Y, just basically going across the field until I see the one that's open. Essentially, the Y route is going to be the check down. He's going to be open pretty much every time. The A route and the RB route are really hard for the user to. They're going to take one of them. You just go and throw to the other one. They can't cover both, and they're both going to be in their area, including the Y route. The Y route's going to be in the area too. But like I said, the user can't cover all 3 of these. The way that this play is spread is just too perfect. So ultimately, like I said, this is a cover 2. I'm going to show you the cover 2 beater, which is going to be the B route. I just kind of have to wait and get my timing down to pass lead outside a little bit, and you can see it's going to get passed in that gap pretty much every time. The reason that I'm showing this the way that I am today by individual coverage is because I can, if I run this, I've run this play with, I can run it with my hands tied, blindfolded. I've run this play so many times. If I come to the line and I read cover 2, I know before I even snap the ball who's going to be open, and it's going to be the B route. That's the point. This play is so easy mode and so explosive that I can tell who the open man is before I even run the ball, and that's exactly why I'm going to show the play like this. Right there, I didn't pass lead outside. That's why I didn't quite get the catch and run that I'm trying for. The pass lead and the timing of the route is really key in pretty much all these. You can see right there, I finally get my touchdown against cover 2 because I just kind of, I don't know. I just really think that this is just an amazing play. So if you can read a defense, or you know what your opponent's been running, say they've been running a lot of cover 2, you know where the play's going. You know exactly where you're going with the ball before the play even starts, and you can see how explosive it is. If I didn't get going that time, but you can see how this is just easy money. So let's go ahead and let's move on to cover 3. So cover 3, I showed essentially how EA tried to patch this type of play against cover 3, and it still can work underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit it to him one time. You can see right there the way that cornerback drops down. That's essentially, they did that on purpose. I mean, this is cover 3 match. that's what's going to happen. That cover 3 corner, because of how glitchy this play was, how glitchy it is out of the gun bunch the same way, that's going to be your setup. That's going to be your look. But that's fine because I still have 2 other receivers. McCaffrey is going to be even better against cover 3, and Olsen's going to be really good against cover 3 if the user tries to cover McCaffrey. So if the user stays home like they're supposed to, stays in the middle, you're going to see how McCaffrey just gets open wide right up the cover 3 seam and makes a big play. And that's essentially the one that I'm going to try to hold up and wait for. But if the user gets wise to that weakness of the cover 3, because they typically do, the A route's just going to be streaking open right over the center, which happens all the time. And we almost got that touchdown. Obviously, I'm going to keep running this till I get that touchdown. And when I make this play too, I'm waiting to watch that cover 3 corner out there. He'll move out. When the B route turns up, he'll move out. You see right there. If I wait till he turns up, that's going to give me an even bigger alley. I'll watch the replay to show you what I'm talking about. I can throw this ball too early. Like I said, all these routes are about timing. And if I throw this ball right about here, he's open. You know what I mean? I can throw that. He's wide open. But watch the cornerback. Right now, he's reading that I'm the closest target, and he's running within a distance where he'll basically tackle me, you know, maybe after 10, 15 yards, which is not, I want to get more. So if I wait until this guy here turns up, as you can see, watch his reaction. Right as he turns that corner, that cornerback goes outside because that becomes his responsibility. And if I wait till then, now you got huge gaps. So now I got the cover 4 drop show 2 out of the 3-4, which, you know, people will run that in the entire game. They don't really care. And it's essentially going to be the same read. The B route outside will be open. This particular, you know, the RB route's still going to be there, but the route that's going to be the most successful to me is probably going to be the A route. The A route's going to cross the field and have the most success against cover 4 drop show 2. I just have to wait till he gets across. You can see how those crossing routes hold up both of the inside linebackers, and essentially Olsen's going to make it across in the middle. Ultimately, when running this against cover 4, it's going to come down to what the user does, because both of the crossing routes over the middle will get open. So you just kind of have to watch what they do, and based off of that, like I said, right there, you can see he follows the Y route off, gives Olsen a lane. So, you know, it depends on what the user does. 9 times out of 10, they will wait for the oncoming slant, but if they don't predictably, Olsen will be the play. So let's go and let's move on to cover 1 man. So cover 1 man's probably one of the less popular ones, but it's just as deadly. This will work for cover 0, but ultimately you don't necessarily have as much time. You can't really block anybody either, and the best route to do in a cover 0 would be McCaffrey. So in this scenario, if it is a cover 0 blitz, this is your best bet. But I would say if somebody's running a lot of cover 0s, just run this exact same type of setup out of a gun bunch, and you'll have more success, obviously, because you'll have a running back in the backfield. But if they're running cover 1, the B route's going to work, but I typically like to hit the RB route, because if I pass lead this correctly, he's going to be my biggest playmaker. You know what I'm saying? If I have a run after the catch type of situation, he's going to be best for that. And a lot of times he's going to be manned up with a linebacker. You can see the success there. But like I said, against any man coverage, particularly you know, like where there's not a cover 2 safety over the top, you're going to have a much bigger play to McCaffrey. So this one here is really just pitch and catch. I typically run this with Tariq Cohen. I got a full Tariq Cohen. I mean, it's just deadly, especially against you know, against cover 1. I'll go ahead and I'll try to throw it to the B route because you can see he's going to have success too. But ultimately, like I said, he's facing an actual cornerback, so it's, you know, to me it's better to go at the linebacker. But you have to pass lead the ball correctly. If I do not pass lead it out, I typically float it too. If I do not pass lead it out, I'm going to be throwing it to the safety or giving the safety a play. Otherwise, you know, the safety has no chance there in cover 1. So let's go and let's do it against cover 2 now. So now, since I have a safety in the direction that McCaffrey is going, all I'm going to do is just change it to the B route, because that still will get open. As you can see right there, the second he turns up, he gets a big play, and then I get a catch and run. I almost went gone on that too. So if I'm reading, if they're playing cover 2 man, like I said, if I think it's a cover 1 or whatever, and then I see that safety back there, I just go ahead and I change it over to B. It's that simple. The second he turns up, he actually is getting caught up a little bit. You can see I got a really big play, and I'm almost running past that safety on top of things. Multiple times I showed you the reaction that you're looking for, like right here. He's covering him tight. The second he turns upfield, watch what happens. Whoop, he just kind of, right now, you know that's when you throw the ball. It's that simple. The second he just like whiffs and he's outside, and you'll get that a lot. I mean, he kind of gets hands on him. He doesn't quite get up. Now I got nothing but space for what, 20 yards? You know what I mean? To make that bullet pass. You don't have to pass lead or nothing like that either. You just kind of bullet pass it out there. So like I said, I'm just waiting, and I'm pretty sure if I go back to the quarterback, you're going to see me throwing it out on timing as well the second he makes that whiff. And you can see right there, boom, straight up the field. I mean, that's just, you're just going to be stealing that all game. So that's it. That's the video. If you guys want to see more plays like this, passing plays, do me a favor, like button, and I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching, Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.